As a student, you essentially have two views of the environment. This view, which provides a listing of the lectures that are part of the course, with an indicator whether or not the lecture has external resources, and there'll also be a different indicator here if there are comments associated with that particular lecture. And over here, you won't have these two options because those are my development things. This option lists all of the current discussions that are ongoing with regard to this particular course in reverse chronological order so that the most recent ones will be at the top. You can click here to view the announcements, there aren't any yet, or you can click here to view the students currently participating in this course. If you click on any particular lecture, it takes you to the other view that you have, which is the lecture view, and you then have a listing of all of the different lectures that are part of the course. Over here, this window where different content will be displayed, usually it will be videos, and you can click here to watch the video. Oftentimes people have commented that this window is so small that they can't read all the text. There's an option here where you can click and expand this video to be full screen, and since the videos are done in 720p HD, if you expand it to your screen size, it shouldn't be fuzzy, it should still be clear and readable. And over here, I said you have the list of the courses. This, you can click here to view external resources, or you can click here, and what you get is the lecture description, and I encourage you to read all of the lecture descriptions, because when people make comments about the different lectures and I make notes about things that need to be added to the next revision to the lecture itself, they actually get added to the lecture notes. So the lecture notes will have possibly additional notes about that particular lecture that aren't yet integrated into the lecture itself. And then the external resources, which could be different types. They're links to models that were used in the video, or reference papers, or other websites. When you click on them, Udemy opens some of them faster than others. I mean, it's difficult to know. Sometimes I get annoyed waiting, and sometimes they're quick like this one was. This is one of the models that was used in this video. The article version of it, which you can read just like a web page, or you can click here, which will take you to the article itself, and access here will take you to the model in Insight Maker. So all of the models that are used in any of the videos in the course are publicly accessible in article form. Well, most of them are in article form, and the model itself is accessible in Insight Maker. And so that you can get at it, you can clone a copy of it to make a version of it that belongs to you if you want to go about using it to extend it for something. The comments that have been posted with regard to this particular lecture will show up here, and here is a place that you can make your own comments for your own notes about this course for your own reference. Now, one thing that I've found that's a little bit annoying is that if I go from this lecture to this lecture, and I then click here, I'm still on the resources for the previous lecture that I was on. So that I end up having to do this, which then takes me back to the external resources for this particular lecture. It annoyed me for a little while, but I got used to it. So I encourage you to ask questions, submit notes, submit comments. This is very much a collaborative development. I sort of have a sense of where this might be going, but it's not well formulated at the moment. It's sort of a journey of discovery along the way. So, and thanks you very much for joining. We'll see where this leads. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.